I don't know if you know, ladies and gentlemen, but it shouldn't be bears that we should be worrying about. It shouldn't be lions, and it shouldn't be tigers. Oh my. I know I did the wording on that wrong, but that's fine. Because if you did not know, dogs are shooting people. Do not give guns to your dogs. Because the other day, well, actually, this was in May, a Scott Bluffs police responds to gunfire at convenience store after a dog accidentally shoots a person with a shotgun while in the back seat of a car. The Scottsbluff Police Department was called to a convenience store. Hold on, there we go. Convenience store Saturday after a dog accidentally shot a person with a shotgun. Yeah, this happened. Officers were called to the shortstop at that address. Shortstop after receiving a report that a person had been shot. Oh no, wait. They said shotgun, shot by a BB gun. Oh, so one of the BBs hit somebody at 12:07 p.m. While on the way, they're informed that the incident involved a shotgun. Upon arrival, so they found out later that they were shot. Upon arrival, officers found a truck with an attached camper. The passenger side door panel of the vehicle had taken damage consistent with a shotgun blast. According to the police, the owner of the truck had pulled into the convenience store while the passenger was standing near the front passenger side door. A dog in the back seat moved from one side of the vehicle to the other. The dog somehow triggered a shotgun that had a live shell in the chamber, causing the firearm to discharge. At the time, dude, this is real life. I mean, everyone thinks that we should be worrying about immigration. Everyone thinks that we should worry about the loony lefts. Everyone thinks that we need to worry about communism. I'm telling you, friends, we need to worry about dogs with guns. That is my number one priority right now. Because at the time of the gunfire, a woman was stopped at the traffic light on Avenue 1 with her arm resting out of the window. One pellet from that shotgun blast struck her in the upper right arm. Her injury was not believed to be life-threatening, and a family member was transported her to the Regional West Medical Center for treatment. So I don't know if it broke the skin or not, how far it went in. So everyone was okay. But the thing is, guys, when I say that dogs and guns are a real threat to Western society, a dog actually killed his owner. And this was bad. This was 3 years ago.
There is a bizarre story involving a hunter who was killed. A hunter who was killed while he was out with his dog. And the authorities in Kansas are saying the dog actually pulled the trigger and killed and ended up...
You guys think... You guys think that I'm not being serious. A man lost his life because his dog either was a serial killer for humans, or we can go femme-coded way, and the dog was being abused. But either way, dogs with guns are a danger to society.
Killing its owner, it is a strange, to say the least, obviously bizarre story. But the story is that the hunter
how does that happen?
The gun was in his vehicle, somewhere in the vehicle.
Yeah. Do not leave dogs with guns in vehicles. There seems to be a trend there.
Yeah, I think Charles, the gun was in the back seat, exactly. The dog was in the back seat, and the dog somehow, obviously we don't know exactly how, but somehow caused the trigger to be pulled. The gun discharged, went apparently through the front seat into the body of the owner.
It is so strange. What was really strange, Jason, when I first saw this?
Yeah, it's strange. But for some reason, this is the second story when I was researching this. That's the strange part, that it happened more than once.
It reminded me, this happened a couple of months ago, but we had to look it up. It happened in Turkey. Same thing with a hunter out with...
Okay, make that a third one. Same thing. It's happening in Turkey. It's happening in America. Dogs and guns apparently are a deadly combination. Are they man's best friend? Stay tuned.
his dog,
Right.
put the gun down. I think that one was in the on the back in the bed of the truck or something.
Right.
And his dog, that's the hunter.
You would
there in
think that's
Turkey,
like a
stepped on the weapon.
once-in-a-lifetime freak story, Charles, right? And the fact that it's happened twice now in a matter of months is...
It's really sad. I mean, unfortunately, I think what we're looking at here is really a lack of gun safety. I think the true
A lack of gun safety? Who's going to predict a dog is going to go on a mass shooting spree? Who is ever going to think that? Well, now we do. Now we do, people. By the way, outside the joke I'm making, fucking retarded. This isn't a gun safety issue. No one would think that a dog would accidentally pull the trigger. Okay. Dogs are crazy.
gun owners would say this kind of tragedy can really be prevented through common sense safety mechanisms. But, you know, you get, like with all things, we lay our guard down from time to time, not thinking that anything bad could happen. It's just an awful, tragic thing.
The way that they're presenting this is as if, like, the dog had any control or knowingly, like, no, you worry about humans with this. They have paws, people. They have paws. Yeah, Sergeant Sapien, paws up. Don't shoot. This is such a retarded thing. It's a gun safety thing. No, this was an act of dog sees God.
Right. The lesson on this one, and this is not, you know, earlier we were talking about gun reform, and this is not that.
No.
This is just, like you said, just being smart with your gun.
Right.
And,
Safety's on.
but wow.
Tell me from your California without telling me you're from California.
Just a bizarre story out of Kansas. And by the way, we just had not a similar story, but a hunter who sadly their dog was shot because another hunter mistook it for, that was just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
See, that was intentional, but also an accident. The human has phalanges that are capable of squeezing.
Mistook it for a wolf.
Yeah.
But I can see that.
You know,
Hey.
listen, anytime we've talked about gun reform and changing gun laws here, I've always said, I don't personally hunt, but I know people who do.
It's a way of life in certain parts of the country. Right, we're from the Northeast, Charles. It's not something you really do out there.
Yeah. Well, why not? That's not true.
I mean...
Well, clearly you don't do it, sir.
People don't hunt in the Northeast?
No. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going?
What are you talking about?
Hot take Babcock. What are you talking about?
Okay, we're not going to get further into this, but guess what? Looking further,
it sounded like one of those goofy headlines. It couldn't possibly.
Another one from 3 years ago. Apparently 3 years ago, the dogs had a fucking meeting and went, we are no longer man's best friend. We are man's worst enemy. It's time for war.
Possibly be real, but it was. Les Trent on the tragic freak accident in which a man was killed when a dog stepped on a loaded rifle.
Dog bites man. You see headlines.
Dog bites man. That's you could do better, guys. You can do better.
Like that all the time. But dog shoots man? That's a rare one. But cops say it happened to this guy, 30-year-old Joseph Smith. Smith was in the passenger seat of his buddy's pickup truck. In the back, hunting gear and a rifle and a dog. According to the police, a K9 belonging to the owner of the pickup stepped on the rifle, causing the weapon to discharge. Smith was fatally shot in the back. It's not known who owned the gun.
How do you not know who owned the gun? I think it was clearly him, right?
His friend is absolutely beside himself.
Chris Brown is Smith's boss at a plumbing business in Wichita, Kansas. He says this photo.
Oh, this is the same story.
Photo shows Smith with his own beloved dog, Ruger. How do you process losing somebody that close to you in...
Well, see, I like that Inside Edition is actually just making this about the actual incident and not making like a gun safety issue. Okay, so that was my bad, guys. I didn't think that it was the same thing. That was my bad. But there was another one.
There's the killer dog. Well, he didn't kill nobody,
but the dog stepped on it and it went off.
The dog shot her?
Yeah.
It's a 911.
See, this is the man who does not get bothered.
One call so bizarre, even the Enid dispatcher had trouble believing it.
She's bleeding pretty bad.
I don't feel good. I don't feel good. lay down.
She gonna have.
Lay down.
44-year-old Tina Springer in the passenger seat with a gunshot wound through her leg, screaming for help. 79-year-old Brent Parks behind the wheel on lease.
What happened?
Well, a gun went off.
She shot herself?
No, she didn't do it herself.
Who shot her?
Well, it just went off. We had a dog in here and he stepped on the gun.
Turns out Molly's paw pulled the trigger.
Molly, settle down.
Molly,
Yes. Maybe the dog did have intent. Look at this killer.
7-month-old Labrador Retriever. Police say the dog was spooked and jumped from the back seat onto the center console while they were waiting for a train to pass. Under that console, a loaded .22 caliber pistol. The
Not even a rifle, a pistol? Holy shit.
force setting off the gun and Springer taking a bullet to her left thigh.
Oh, that's a good point. Molly. Oh, wow. That is ironic. That is ironic. Oh, I did get this part. I did watch this earlier. But look what the guy fucking says. I don't know if it's girlfriend or something, but here's what he says to the woman.
Thigh.
Come on, Bubba. You're tougher than that, I know.
Damn it.
What seemed like an
I like how the guy's just like, just old man energy is like, no, you're fine. Come on. You're okay. You only got shot by the dog.
turbulence. The pain so terrible, the dispatcher then walks Parks through making a makeshift tourniquet, a piece of clothing right off of his body.
I'm trying to find something to wrap around her leg.
Okay, do you have a clean, dry cloth?
I can take my belt off maybe and wrap around the head of
Always have a belt on you, people. Always have a belt on you.
it.
Okay, do that.
Finally, paramedics arrived. Springer rushed to St. Mary's Hospital in Enid. Doctors say she was there through the weekend. As for Molly, she's back at home, and the family vows to steer clear of trains in the future.
All because the dog got spooked by a fucking train. That is all sorts of hilarious. And I'll leave that there.
Hey, thank you for watching this clip from my live stream. Please comment below, like, and subscribe. And be sure to subscribe to my main channel, where I do all these live streams and have my independent videos where I do deep dives. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, you are somebody, I am nobody, and I hope you have a fantastic day.